guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Geneva, proud owner of Lovato 7 and mother of 3. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. This is part 2 of the last video I uploaded where I am branding my activewear line. So let's go ahead and hop on into this video. I have my Lovato 7, just a few of my Lovato 7s printed out off the Cricut, and then I do have just a couple of crowns, so I will need to go ahead and cut out more of my crowns, some more Lovato 7s, and then also I would need a larger size because these are, I'll show you what this size look like. Okay, you guys, so I do have my Cricut set up here and I have my computer right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but my computer is right here. I'm going to go ahead and kind of bring you to the back side of me so you can kind of get an idea of how I go about measuring everything to my liking in order to print it out or have it cut out on my Cricut. Now, my vinyl that I will be using, I'm using iron-on vinyl, so we'll be cutting on the iron-on vinyl. And I got that from Michael. Okay, you guys, so right now I'm just going to be measuring for my bra, the top, and then I will be measuring for my leggings, my light blue or sky blue leggings, and then I will measure for my black and white tops. Okay, so you know I'm not going to do all of this on camera because once I do one thing it's going to be very repetitive. So this is my pink, and I use this pink gold color for my Lovato 7, so that's why I use this, and this is all I have left. So you know this is not gonna last me. I'm not gonna be able to do all of my activewear with this, so I'm gonna need to go to the store and get some more. And then this is all I have of the gold for my crown. Okay, I told you I have been using the heck out of my material. I did custom t-shirts with my children. I will actually link their video down below where we did custom t-shirts on their channel. So if you want to hop over and see how we went about doing that, I don't think I went into very much detail using the Cricut on that one, but I did show how I did show their design printed out and then us ironing their logos and stuff on there. So if you guys want to see that video of us making my children making their own custom t-shirts, I will link that down below and you can hop over and view that. But yeah, and it left me with this to work with. So what I'm gonna do right now before I bring you guys over and jump on my computer, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of measure how big the crown is, and I'm gonna measure how big my logo, my Lovato 7 is. Okay, so my crown is almost 2 inches, just almost 2 inches. And then my Lovato 7 is 3.5 inches. So for this one, that's for this one. And then I told you guys before that I already had a few left over from when I did my drawstrings, and this is the same size that I use for my bra and then also for the tops. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to use this size for my bra top. The only thing that I will actually need to print out is really the for the light blue leggings. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of move the camera so you can see what I'm doing on my computer just a little bit. I won't, like I said, I'm not going to go too far into detail because a lot of the stuff I already have saved into the Cricut programming and under my Cricut account. The stuff that I would need to use constantly is already saved on the Cricut programming, so I won't necessarily have to go into full detail on how I upload pictures and try to fix them in order to have them cut out on my Cricut. But I'm going to go ahead and move the camera so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. And I'm pretty sure you guys seen lots of videos like this, even better videos than mine, but now you get it from me. Okay, so all I'm going to do is, I have a lot of projects I have saved because I know I'm going to constantly use them. So I'm just going to go into, let's see, let's go into here. Okay, so since this is already something that is saved, all it does is just ask me to either make it or customize it. Even though this is saved, I still want to go in to customize it. So I'm going to customize it. Hit the customize. It moves like super slow. Okay, so get my measuring tape again. I do need a few of those printed out, and I need 5 of those printed out. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. This is more stable. So all I'm going to do right now is just resize my the Lovato 7. I'm going to resize for my leggings, which I want it to be close to 4 inches. So I'm just going to click on it and then just size it down just a little bit. And that's the size I want it. Okay, so after I resize it, I don't know if you guys can really see this. So I'm just gonna resize it down just a little bit, which I already did. And that's the size that I want. The big Lovato 7, the larger size, is what I want for my single leggings. So that's the size that I want that to be. And so since I have it right there, I'm going to go ahead and hit duplicate because I want to make at least 5 of those. And I'm pretty sure 5 can fit. And then I will just move them over. It kind of doesn't matter how I set this up and how I arrange them, because the Cricut, it will automatically arrange them to where it's going to save as much of the material as possible, or use as much of the material. A little under 2 inches. The smaller ones I need just a little under 2 inches. So about that size. I did measure these out. So I'm working on this small one right here. I'm working on the small one right here. I'm trying not to touch my screen because this laptop is a touch screen. So I have that highlighted. I'm going to go over to duplicate, and I'm just going to make a few more of those. Okay, I need 28 of the small ones and just 5 of the large ones. So, okay. I know this is taking so long. Okay, you guys, so I kind of just have it mixed up just a little bit. As you can see, they're not in an actual order or anything, and that's fine, because when I go to make this, which I'm about to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and go over to make it. I'm going to hit that. Okay, so you can't see it very well, but it's basically arranged everything to where it's going to use the material in a smarter fashion, a smarter way than what I actually set this up. Now I can still move some of this around to my liking. If I don't like how they set it up, I can still move it. But they basically set this up pretty good. Spinning. They set this up pretty good. So I might be able to fit this one right there. Okay, so I turned on my mirror, and I'm just going to go ahead and push continue, and then it will prompt me to go ahead and set my Cricut up. So that's what it does. It reminds me to have the mirror on, which I do have the mirror on. It's right here. It lets me know that it is on. I do have my iron on, and that's what we want it set on right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the material. I'm going to go ahead and set my material onto my mat. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set my material up on my mat, and then I'll let you guys see or watch as the Cricut cuts this out, okay? Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I put the vinyl, my iron-on vinyl, on my mat. This is a sticky mat. It came inside of the Cricut box with the Cricut. And what you want to remember is that you want to face the color down. So here's the color, and what I did was I just faced it upside down onto the mat, and then I smoothed it out with my smoother. And this didn't come inside the box with the Cricut, which I think it really should, but I had to buy that separately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and follow the steps that the Cricut is giving me to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just push the load button, and you see how it loaded it, and then the needle moved into place. Here's my needle. My needle is in slot B, and so that's set. And what it's telling me to do right now is telling me to go ahead and start the cut. So I'm going to push that, and it's going to start my cut. So as the Cricut is cutting on my computer, it's telling me the percentage that it's at, and it's only at 2% cutting right now. So this may take a little while. So as it cuts, I'm going to go ahead and let my camera battery charge so that I can record the remainder. Okay. So as you can see, it's 100% done. Come over here to my Cricut. It's ready for me to unload the mat. My mat isn't as sticky as it was when I first got it, so of course my vinyl is starting to peel up a little bit, but that's fine because it's going to come out anyway and everything is done. So to unload, all I do is just push this button right here. It unloads, and over here on my computer it goes to this screen. So if I want to recut the same design in the same fashion the way I did on like a different color, I'm able to do so, but I don't want to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and push finish right here. So I take that off, and you see how it printed. It didn't print exactly how I had it set up, which of course it saved a lot more space. Let me see if I can focus that better. You see how it saved on the vinyl. So I'm going to cut the access pieces, like right here, down below. I'm going to cut that out before I weed my design, the lettering out. And I'll show you guys how I do that on camera, because I don't think I did. I don't think I showed you how I weed my design out just yet. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and go back in on my computer, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the Lovato 7. I'm going to do it with the crown, and I'll let you guys watch me do
Okay guys, so here I'm just showing you that I finished the crown, and I'm going to go ahead and start weeding out my design instead of cutting them piece by piece and then weeding the design out. I did not remember to turn on my mic, so that's why I'm doing this voiceover right now. But basically that's what this scene is about, and I will just go ahead and let that play out and probably even fast forward it for you guys. Okay, you guys, so this is how it looks before I start cutting them out and putting them in place. I'm going to go ahead and start with my Lovato 7. Of course, I'm going to speed this up, so just sit back and watch.
Okay, you guys, so if you have the funds and the means to send your product out to have this professionally done, I do advise you to do so. This is actually what I have to do, or not have to do. This is what I am doing because I do not have that option right now. So this is just another option that you can do to save money when producing your own brands on your apparel. So with that being said, of course, this is going to take me this is going to take me quite a bit of time to actually fully complete even just the small products that I do have, because now I want to make sure that I'm doing it very delicately so that I will not damage any of my product. And then I want to make sure that it comes out the way I want it to come out. I want it to come out perfect. I don't want the vinyl to be peeling off of the material and things like that. So you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying though, right? So I really feel like this came out perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and put the padding back into the bra set. So you see my logo is right here above the left side. And it's the size that I want it to be at, because when someone is wearing this, I want my logo to be showing right there. And I want it to stand out. I want it to pop. So it's doing exactly what I want it to do. It's on an all black, but this is very shiny. It's standing out. It's popping. So yeah. Okay guys, so moving on, we're gonna go ahead and do this top. So like I said, I wanted to put it on the left corner, so which would be over here on this side. So let's go ahead and get that complete. I'm gonna get this set up and I will show you exactly how we're gonna do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this part out of the way. First I'm going to line this up. Line my material up into the front. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to fold this over like this, just so I can move it over here so you can kind of see it better. Okay, so I have it exactly where I would like for it to be at. Yeah, 'cause I just want it in the corner. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back part of this material and I'm just going to move it out of the way. So I'm just going to move it upward out of the way so that nothing will be underneath. And I know I'm moving that around. This top has a crease in it. Pretty sure you guys can see that. So I'm just going to follow this crease. Now I'm just making sure that I'm getting it perfect the way I want it to come out. So yes, this does take some time to do. And yes, eventually I will actually pay to have this done. When I have the funds to, I will actually start paying to have this done, because it will take me quite a bit of time to do. And I'm very happy and lucky that I have a little bit of time to actually get all this completed before I launch this line. So that's a good thing about setting a launch date and making sure that you give yourself enough time to have everything perfect and prepared before you launch. So I'm going to go ahead and put this material on top of the fabric, just covering up the fabric, just to make sure that I don't damage any of the fabric while I'm ironing. And I like to see what I'm doing at all times. So I'm just going to watch very closely. And I'm basically just going back and forth over the vinyl. But also lifting up to make sure I'm not putting too much heat on my product. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and gently peel that up. And the other plastic is coming with it, but that's fine. So good. You guys see me getting excited. Okay, so I'm just gonna just gently peel that off. And I'm just taking my finger. Oh my God. Look. That came out so good. That came out so good. I'm gonna put this down so you guys can kind of see where I have it at. Okay, you guys, so we're at the leggings now. These little black strips right here, they're just a tag that came on one of the shirts or one of the tops. So I just cut it in half so I can put it on this part right here where the thread is actually bulky on the leggings, because I don't want to damage any part of the leggings when I start to iron on my logo. So I'm just going to kind of put these right here on the side, and that's going to help keep those from being, keep that area from being damaged. And I have everything in place right now, so all I'm going to do is just go ahead and iron this on. And like I said before, when you start ironing, just make sure that you're always moving the iron onto the material. Never just sit the iron down in one spot and just let it sit there. Okay. So, you see right here, it wasn't damaged at all. I don't know if you can see that very well. I'm going to show you my sample piece where I did damage the material, to show you why I did it that way. So why I did it the way I did. Okay. So this is my sample piece. I'm going to bring you closer in here. Okay, you guys. So this top one is my sample piece. Okay. Okay, you guys. So this top fabric, this top one is my sample piece. This was my sample. And then this is the one I just did. Of course, I haven't peeled the plastic off just yet. Let me do that. Okay. So on my sample piece, you can kind of see where I made the mistake and let the iron sit in one spot too long. You see like the burnt fabric parts right there and right here, and you see where the thread was bulky and I pushed too hard down on there, applied too much heat right there. So you can kind of see what I meant by that. To where now that I got my actual product in, I know what not to do, because I've already went over this on my sample pieces. So that's why I say it's important to go ahead when you are doing apparel and you're going to do your own branding, and you're going to basically do your own branding and own tagging and stuff. Get sample pieces so you can test the material first. Yeah, so you can test the material, of course, and then you can also see if it's quality material and it's up to your standards. So that's how that turned out, and I really like it. It came out really good. Okay, you guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. Everything else I'm going to do off camera is going to be very repetitive. I don't want to bore you doing the same thing over and over and over again, unless this is satisfying for you guys. And if it is, I will do more on camera. Just comment down below and let me know. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Don't forget to head over to my website and pick up some few things. My website is, of course, I will put it up here, is www.lovato7.com. And yeah, of course, my activewear is not on my website just yet, so don't be looking for that just right now. I haven't launched that just yet. You guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? I mean, come on. You've watched this whole video and haven't subscribed. Okay, guys, and I'm also going to go ahead and put up a 10% off code. So go ahead and head over to my website. Use that code so you can get some cash off your entire purchase. So you can get some cash. Go ahead and head over to my store and use this code so you can get 10% off your entire purchase. And of course, my store is Lovato7, www.lovato7.com. Go support me. That's what you're here for, right? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And I will be uploading once a week. Yes, once a week. I am a mother of 3, so one video is already a lot for me. Thank you guys for watching so much. See you next time. Bye.